Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's the main baddie, right? So that makes sense. What did you
Yeah.
think about so they actually threw in a kind of a curveball, which apparently exists in the books, is
Hmm.
they had this it was barely mentioned, this love triangle thing happening with Triss. Triss, by the way, let's just set up who Triss is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Triss is like a mage that shows up at Kier Morin to help train um, uh, Siri.
Siri. Yeah.
Yeah, so to get her inner chaos going. And in the midst of that, and she was also one of the mages that helped fight at the end of season one in the battle.
Hmm.
And so she's all kind of she has all these scars on her body,
Yeah.
and she has this one moment where she's like,
Oh
asking for
yeah.
Geralt to comfort her, etc.
She
So
comes on to
apparently,
him. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So and apparently this is a thing in the books where they have this love triangle thing happening.
Oh
So
damn.
we'll probably see more of it in season three. What do you think? Is this an angle that you want to see developed, or is this was it like meh?
I'm very meh about this. Like I'm okay with male and female leads. Like if it's a good, solid story, I think realism definitely helps. And like there's just been too much pressure on trying to make couples or items happen in movies and TV and cinema. And I'm just like, it doesn't feel natural sometimes. Like if you have it happen as it were, okay, sure, I can believe it, in certain instances, but does it always need to exist is my thing. And like, come on, okay. We all know sex sells. Like you put, some gratuitous skin bearing scenes in Game of Thrones and the whole world is suddenly talking. I get it. I get that that's how money is made, and it is what it is. But I'm okay with not seeing this love triangle. I'm okay with Geralt just having, one love interest in the whole will they, won't they. That's fine. Love triangles made like leave it to, Jane Austen and I don't know, man, all the rom-coms and stuff, because I am not ready to see, bride of or bridesmaid of Wengenberg or some bullshit like that in my Geralt of Rivia series. Like, come on, man.
Okay, we have the Grinch over here, ruining Christmas. No, yeah.
Oh, you
Holidays.
want to? You obviously want to see this because
No, no, no,
so
no.
who is
Don't
it
put.
made? Like, no, no. Who? Okay, stop it. Who are you turning down? Are you turning down Triss or are you turning down
No, I
Yennefer?
mean, don't put
Like,
words into my mouth. First of all, I'm not saying I want to see this. I'm just
okay,
saying, if it's done properly, etc., and if it's part of the, to me, let's stay honest to the source material. If it's in the books and it
yeah,
was done properly, then yeah, sure, go for it. But I do see where you're coming from. I generally think it can become cheesy
that's it. Yeah,
and detracts from the rest of the storyline. But maybe it's done properly in the books. I don't know. That's why I kind of brought it up. Is like, okay, this is something that I think comes from the books, if I'm not mistaken. And if they do it properly, then yeah, let's see it. But generally, it's a hard thing to pull off correctly,
yeah.
right?
I mean, but it's very straightforward. Obviously, we can see Yennefer and Geralt have a very antagonizing relationship. Like their energy is very antagonizing. Like they challenge each other, whereas Triss and Geralt are way more zen and peaceful. Like if they were ever to become an item, I don't know if they do in the books. But because Triss is nicer. She's not really doesn't seem to be after power, doesn't have ulterior motives. Whereas Yennefer is like kind of ruthless, Like I have to say, actually, I really enjoyed Yennefer's like switch to this more ruthless character because we didn't see a lot of her like weaker side in season two. It was just more like her doing whatever it takes to get power back, and like again, she was a bit of a badass, and I love that drive from her where it's just like she's just like fuck this, fuck that, this is fuckery. Marked out really hard to that stuff. I'm like, because like I don't know, fuckery is a word JP and I throw around all the time. I think we heard it in the movie Spy back a few years ago, and it cracked
Yeah.
me up for months, and it kind of became part of our lexicon. Um, so I was just, yeah, I marked out hard for that moment. I don't know if you remember it. She says
Oh
it.
yeah, I definitely remember it. It was hilarious. I can stop laughing.
Yep, yep. But yeah, mate. Like